Guys, I've been working on this aquascape wood or driftwood for a while now. This was a log harvested from Lake Chickamauga, which is a beautiful lake right near Chattanooga here. It was this size when I found it, and I've cut it in half, and it's been soaking in a 20-gallon tank now for about 6 months. It's completely waterlogged. I was trying to do that to pull the tannins out of it. I also used hydrogen peroxide at first to kill any nasties that might be living on it, leeches, snails, any type of bacteria. So I used the hydrogen peroxide also. Haven't done that for a long time, just been soaking. But I don't want it just to be straight up and down. So I want it to be at a 45. So what I've done is, we're gonna put this one down. I've got my chop saw here, and I'm gonna cut it so we have a 45-degree angle on it. Okay guys, what I've done is I made sure I've got my eye protection on. Okay, and it didn't go all the way through. So I'm gonna reverse it and cut it on the other side to get it done. Okay guys, this is probably the toughest part of this project, and it's anchoring the driftwood to the slate. If you go to your local fish stores, you'll always see slate attached to the driftwood that you put in your tanks. The trick is cutting the hole in the slate. They sell these diamond head drill bits on Amazon for cutting glass, and I was cutting glass in a different project, and it was like, you know, much bigger. It's like 2-inch or 1-inch size ones, but they also sent me all these little bitty ones, so I figured I might as well put them to work. And so I used that to cut through the slate, and it totally worked. It took a little bit of time, and the initial setup is a little tricky, but put a hole right through it nicely. So guys, what I've done is, this is my other piece of slate. I'm gonna clamp it down so it's not wiggling all over the place, because like the bit is gonna want to go all over. It's a little crazy at first. It's like chaos before it gets going. But what I've done is I've put a little bit of clay here, and I'm just gonna pour water into the clay. That's gonna keep it so when the bit gets real hot, it just will keep a little cooler. So now I'm gonna go a little bit crazy on it until it digs in. There we go. See, now I'm digging in. My bit may have went down. I don't think I went through. So let's unclamp it and see what we've got. So I'm partially through. Oh, I had a nail here. I don't know what happened to it, but I'm about halfway through. I've got to redo this, and because we got to be able to make sure that it's able to cut all the way through. I'm going to remember to clamp it so it's nice and tight. I'm going to put a little bit more water in it. I can see a little bit of steam coming off, so I think I'll just put a little more water in there. So it's getting hot enough to make the water steam up. That's pretty crazy. It's a lot thicker than the glass. And then it's also, slate used to be clay, and that water and the particles, it's almost like it's making it a clay around my bit. we go. We just cut through. And we've got daylight. Just like that, guys. Pretty easy. It takes a little bit of time. I did this at an angle because the driftwood I want is actually going to be coming at an angle too, or coming out. So my screw will go into the driftwood like that. But let's get to the next part. Okay guys, well, I decided to come in because it was getting a little too dark outside and the mosquitoes were really biting. But I did this one out there. It was the tougher of the two because I had to go in at an angle on it. But you can see that I actually drilled the screw straight. So it's actually like that. But that way I got this nice 45-degree angle on it. So now we're going to hit the easy one, and I've got to make sure that I don't hit the hole at the bottom because this tree like is kind of rotted through the center. That's what makes it have the neat look that it has. I'm going to shove it in a little bit. And bam! Pretty simple, guys. Now I've got a piece of slate hooked up to the bottom of the wood. Anybody can do this. The important part is just to make sure that you treat the wood right. If you know somebody that knows a lot about the trees in the area, you could talk to them and maybe have them help you if it's your first time. You want a hardwood tree because that's going to last a lot longer in your tank. But everybody's got different types of, you know, trees and stuff in their neighborhoods and where they live. So if you don't know, check it out online, what's the hardwoods in your area, or have somebody help you, and you can get a beautiful piece for your aquarium, pennies on the dollar. Okay guys, until next time, see ya.